So people that have been to my tasting, they know how much do I care about this wine. This is my baby, this is my son, and I'm starting to have a kind of a strange transfer with wine, especially when a bottle of wine like this one here, 980 bottles produced based on my suggestion and Lindsay's suggestion. We actually suggested Ciro to use an amphora, and so for me, when we start to have this kind of a relationship with the winemaker, we get the quintessential of how meaningful is the job that I'm doing. I don't even call it a job, it's almost a mission. The idea that we're saving maybe a grape variety, we're from extinction, we're saving a vineyard from extinction. Industrialization tend to eat everything, you know, big marketing companies, they want to get rid of the freestanding bush vineyards, maybe the local grape varieties that are not, they don't sound familiar to you. When you go to a supermarket to buy wine, what do you will usually buy? Most of you, Cabernet, Merlot, Chardonnay, because, sounds familiar. You will never buy a Catalanesca unless someone will take care of it, like us, letting you discover a grape variety you never met before. And so that's our job. And so somehow to create a connection of winemakers, link with wine club members and wine passionate like you, and start to be a bit more aware and try to travel with your palate. So I've been working with Ciro for a long time. He was making a nice, decent wine, too much filtered in my opinion. It was a bit of a lack of soul. The story behind this wine, I'm not going to tell it because I'm going to send you, I'm going to put a link behind this video which tell you the story better than any possible description. So here I will do more what I call organoleptic description. You can see the R of Roscioli is over here. On the map, the wine is over here, is north of the Mount Vesuvio in Naples. And we are on the northern side of Naples, of the Mount Vesuvio. It's one of the places with the biggest biodiversity in the world. You have, of course, the volcanic soil, which is incredibly fertile. And this grape variety is a grape variety that tends to be quite aromatic. It's interesting how this grape variety planted somewhere else doesn't get the same result. Because if you have maybe a clay soil, not a volcanic soil, it tends to be a bit more flat. Because it's a grape variety that tend to give you, tend to have a low acidity, So you need to have a soil that gives a bit of a saltiness, okay? Now, the story behind, as I was telling you, is told in the other video, but the amphora here gives to the wine a completely different. You see the color. So we're talking about almost 7 days of skin contact. I wouldn't call it an orange wine, but it's on that direction. I don't really care about color in wine, as you know, but this is really beautiful. It stays in this kind of a darker gold. And the mouth of this palate is beautiful, beautiful. This is the 2020, and I can't wait to actually taste in the bottle the 2021 because we tasted in the amphora. It will be, I don't want to push it too much, in tier 2, so in level 2 wine club on the next shipment. And this wine every year is getting better and better. We're probably going to buy another amphora, so at least we can have 1,800 bottles, because 980 bottles is really nearly nothing. It goes entirely to the wine club. I don't even have it for myself, so I would like to have a bit more of this wine. About pairing, this is you get this hints of a citrus, a bit of apricot, a slightly back flavor of smoky flavor from the volcanic soil and honey. And to me, this is an ideal fish type of pairing. It can go even with some tomatoes. I would say like grilled tomatoes from Vesuvio, then the little one, the cherry tomatoes, grilled tomato sauce, and it's just incredible. If you have the courage, you can resist. Maybe keep this bottle in the cellar for a couple of years, because after 2-3 years, Catalanesca tend to give you a kind of tertial aromas, more similar to Riesling, I would say. And so it's a wine that can develop. We had tried, not this one from the amphora, but we tried a wine that was from 2006. It was incredible.